Hey friend, and welcome to this video. I recently found out that Donald Trump is undergoing a trial under criminal charges. Donald Trump, he is being scrutinized heavily, and he's having some trouble with the trial that's going on. And so as we get into this and what's going on in his life, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Donald Trump guilty? Is he just? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's take a look at this video.
Donald Trump fought to prevent this day from ever arriving. He adamantly did not want to make this historic journey to begrudgingly become the first ever former U.S. president on criminal trial.
This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
Trump sat alongside his lawyers as prospective jurors entered the room, 96 people in the first.
Donald Trump, no matter what, he always looks very confident as he sits, as he talks. He always has that persona of confidence and uprightness all the time.
Round. Some 50 were dismissed almost immediately for declaring they simply cannot be impartial. By day's end, not a single juror had been picked.
It's going to be a long, tedious process for the judge to make sure that you've got jurors who will actually just do what they're there to do. Listen, decide, render a verdict.
You know, this whole thing about Donald Trump and what he's going through reminds me of the 1,000-year millennium and how we will be looking over God's judgment and viewing things and finding out why certain people are in heaven and why certain people are not. I'm reminded of this text in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3, where Paul writes to the Corinthians, says, "Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more the things that pertain to this life?" You know, we're going to be judging the angels here, Paul writes. And so that's pretty cool. That means that if we're going to be looking at the records of the fallen angels, and we'll be looking at the records of others who are not in heaven and finding out why some are there in heaven and some are not, we're going to have to judge righteous judgment, and that is so key. And that's the whole thing about this trial. They cannot find the proper jurors to be able to judge righteous judgment and to decide on Donald Trump's innocency or guilt. And so I'm reminded all throughout this that there is a judgment going on. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 14, Luke chapter 8 verse 17, all tell us that every secret thing will be brought to light in God's judgment, even the counsels of the heart. That's 1 Corinthians 4 verse 5. Every action will be weighed, and all of our idle words will also be judged. So God have mercy on us if we've spoken ill and idle words of others. Revelation 20 verse 13 says we'll be judged according to our works. So have our works told in favor of Christ and his righteousness, or have our works told for Satan and his lies? On which side are we on? Are we on the side of the just or on the side of the wrong and erring? So there is a judgment going on, an investigative judgment where our lives are being examined today. And so we need to get our hearts and lives right with God, so that we may give glory to him in everything we say we do, and in that way we'll be ready for Jesus Christ's soon return. Jesus Christ is coming again. And so don't forget to pray for our leaders. Pray for Justin Trudeau. Pray for Donald Trump. Pray for Joe Biden. Pray for these individuals because they need Jesus and they need uplifting. And we should encourage them and try to bring them to conversion, that they may lead countries and nations in their groups aright and may do good and uplift righteousness and be good agents for righteousness and bringing people in. So please come and join me again on another video. I hope and pray that this has been good for you and enlightening. May God bless you and keep you until we study again.